Good morning, Rick.
Morning, Sharon.
I have a question for you. One of the things that I see um, my clients get confused are there's a lot of mortgage agents out there, a lot of banks, a lot of people competing for their mortgage, for their money. It's a lot of money on the table,
hmm
and so how do they cut through all of that and find themselves um, a good agent that an agent that's great for them? How do they do that?
Well, Sharon, honestly, I think it's like pretty much anything else. You don't want someone that is brand new to the industry. You
Mm.
want someone with experience. There's a lot of websites out there where they're just looking for a lot of volume.
Mhm.
So it's like if you're
Mm.
a cookie cutter client and you fit the mold, then yeah, sure, they have the lowest rates available. But the thing is often you can be what's the expression? Penny wise and pound foolish. So sure,
Exactly.
you save yourself $10 a month or whatever on your rate, but when you end up and a very high percentage of mortgages don't reach maturity, you have to pay a prepayment penalty for paying it off early. Maybe you have to sell your house for whatever reason or whatever. But people don't look at that. They often just look at the cheapest rate when they're just shopping online. If you go to the banks, sure they do mortgages, but they also, open up checking accounts and things like that. It's not
Yeah.
what they necessarily do every single day.
Right.
Uh, and, also they sell the bank's product. That's the only thing they sell. So obviously
Yes.
they're not going to tell you about another product that might be better for you if they don't offer it.
They wouldn't even know. They only know the three products that that bank offers alone.
Exactly. And and maybe they, were working as a teller last week and they just got promoted to being on the mortgage desk or whatever. Or maybe, they want to be an investment advisor with the bank. So it's really not what they spend a lot of their time on. And they don't need to because there's only three products, right? uh, when you're looking for a mortgage agent, it's like, how long have they been doing this for? Did they just are they doing it full time, or is this just they go to work 9 to 5, and this is a way that's a side hustle for them to make some extra bucks.
Yes.
Uh, it's like everything else. Like if you're looking for a lawyer, do you want one with a good track record, or do you want one that just graduated law school, right? Uh, it's so yeah, I think I've been doing financial services for over 20 years now. I've been doing mortgages for, I don't know, 6 or 7 years now. uh, and that's one thing about mortgages is they're always changing. The rules are always constantly changing. But you need to develop those connections within the industry, and you need to find someone that's going to work with you. It's great if someone's been in the industry for years, but if they're just going to hand you off to a junior person in the office, or they're just trying to do X number of millions of dollars a deal per month, uh, you know that is not necessarily the best for you, right? So
Right.
uh, everyone's different. So one person might be a better mortgage agent for you than another, but you have to call and speak and ask the difficult questions.
Yes. Yes. And I also, Rick, also, you're not just selling a product. You're actually spending a lot of time talking to the underwriters. And of course, we know that they are the ones that make that ultimate decision on that mortgage, right? Like,
Of
so
course.
if a client does not meet the cookie cutter, of the perfect credit score, the perfect down payment, the perfect everything, um, you know, a bank goes, oh well,
Yes,
but
exactly.
you talking to the underwriter, you get to know your client, and you go to the underwriter and you're saying to them, hey, I know uh, Jacob Smith. Like, I have done my research on him. I've been working with him. Here's the exception. This is the thing that's a little blip on the radar. Can you work with me on this? And I know personally that you've gotten a lot of mortgages that way that otherwise couldn't be gotten.
Well, as I said, Sharon, it's a relationship business. So,
Yes.
when you've worked with underwriters before, you know where you can say, this one's a little bit sticky here, but is there anything we can do to, make this one work?
Yeah.
If they don't know you, then because you're just a new agent, of course they're, not going to, stick their necks out at all.
That's
Uh,
right.
a lot of it is also knowing, when it's okay to ask for that. Like,
Yes,
if
of course.
you need a 680 credit score and your credit score is 592, forget it. There's no one's going to make that exception.
Uh,
But if you're the 670, maybe they can do something in some situations.
and that's the other thing I want to just touch on, and I know we can't go into it in a lot of detail here right now, but that is the other thing, the other benefit of working with a seasoned, experienced mortgage agent going through a broker system. If you've got the right agent working for you, they can advise you. They can look at it and say, "Hey, guys, listen, you're not going to qualify right now because of what I'm seeing here on your Equifax report, on your credit report. But if you do A, B, and C, you can get a mortgage.
A
You can
hundred
make this
percent.
work."
I work with some clients for literally years, because it's like, okay, well, you know, you're not going to get, if you want to do a high ratio mortgage because you can't come up with the 20%, then you've got to, hit this criteria
Yeah,
and you're simply not there. So this is what you need to do to get there.
that's right.
And, I will work with people and tell them, the best way that they can, work on that. Uh, but obviously they have to be willing to put in the work. They can't just do what they've been doing and expect things are going to change. They have to,
Isn't that
actually
true of
get
us
it out.
all?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
but yes, I mean, it's it really is, someone that is going to work with you. um like, I work for the client, right? That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
um
It,
so
it's definitely a people business. And we can't go to a dollar store and pick up something with Reebok on it. I think it's the same quality as we're going to get in the Reebok store, right?
for sure.
But anyway, Rick, thank you so much for that. Let's keep working with our clients. And yes, we are in the people business. This is Sharon Loduca, working hard to bring you home.
Rick Honeyford, Centum Financial Limited Services. Sorry, limited partnership.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you.